Kill! It's time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news and it's late Tuesday night, September 20th, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins and I are late at 11 o'clock news and on. Stop for the 11th hour on this late Tuesday night is federal agents investigated a building dozen of Romney family's restaurant in Elwood, New Jersey, Monday seeking clues to Manhattan and New Jersey explosions. Washington, the U.S. has reached a preliminary conclusion that Russian warplanes bombed an aid convoy in a warehouse belonging to the Syrian Red Crescent, two U.S. officials told CNN. Tulsa is politically shooting investigated by the Justice Department. Cannonsville, North Carolina. Donald Trump thinks black communities in the U.S. are absolutely the worst shape they have ever been in before. The United States Ambassador to the United Nations Manpower and U.S. Secretary General John Kerry conferred in the United Nations General Assembly held on the 71st U.S. and General Assembly in Manhattan in New York City. The United States says some 360,000 refugees spot the pledge of the United Nations. United Nations Chief Ban Ki-moon has attended Monday summit on the global refugee migration crisis of the week as the world's response to provide broader protection and more equally shared responsibility. A Saudi Arabian Airlines passenger plane is parked at the tarmac at the Ninoy Airport as Saudi plane outside of Manila Airport after false hijack alarm. Donald Trump's children are tied to the most affected in the Polish surrogates. Unlike so many other political senators, the active campaigners promoted the Forbes agenda and candidacy on television and in print. United Nations world leaders gathered at the UN General Assembly on Tuesday focused on the war in Syria and the national disgrace and wall calling terrorism and the flow of refugees of global challenge at our time. A North Carolina man was fatally shot by police Tuesday afternoon, but his family witnesses rejected the police account that he was wrong. Attorney Judge Barr with the Black Lives Matter opinion in Las Vegas court. SEC government reserves accounting report. Wells Fargo Company Chief Executive Officer John Grillen at Capitol Hill Tuesday boiled it down in this Wall Street. It was ugly, but not as that. Maybe even a good time about a bank stock. Asia talks be treated and the yen rose to a 1 week high ahead of a much anticipated central bank decision in the U.S. and Japan. EpiPen auto injection of effervescent pens manufactured by Maryland NV Pharmaceutical Company for use by severe allergy sufferers as seen in Washington. Researchers have discovered a genetic survival of the Earth's hardest animal gene that scientists have divided in a strange aquatic creatures called tardigrades that help them survive boiling, freezing, and radiation. The diver wiggled a hand over the debris, watching anticipation as them of the sea force scattered. And the water cleared, was revealed was a mystical human remains. On September 10th, the outer hit the annual summertime ice minimum according to the National Storm Ice Data Center. It was the second lowest summertime low since satellite record keeping began. Bill Nye, Trump, Clinton has stayed the course in space. California announced on Monday they did record on approximately 10,000 cases of ego-nutrient whole wheat wobbles due to possible contamination of bacteria Listeria monocytogenes. Fitness trackers remain wildly popular, but do they make us fit? May not. According to a study that asked the overweight obese young adults that use a tiny tracking tools to lose weight. Young children that die by suicide are less likely to have depression and more likely to have adolescent cover-ups to have attention deficit disorder, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. New research shows smoking damages DNA in clear patterns. Researchers reported Tuesday most of the damage fades over time. They found, but not at all. Cannonsville, North Carolina. Donald Trump is spending a lot of time in this critical presidential swing state, but he campaigned Tuesday evening far from cities like Charlotte and Raleigh, North Carolina, that accorded moderate voters in recent years. Washington did he real estate again and again at for the rally Monday night. Donald Trump tries to repeat his false claim that he was opposed to the Iraq war before it started. I debated in an audience that size would be shuttered. Some of them have seen before in U.S. politics, and there will be a fair good course of what the Super Bowl gets. Rockstar Marilyn Manson will express an infinite state of smoke humor was responsible for Hillary Clinton Donald Trump. The state doesn't plan to vote this year. He told Rolling Stone in an interview on Tuesday. Love news from the Edinburgh Sun Chronicle. North Carolina. New school committee focus group allowed coming members a chance to share their hopes for the next district superintendent. In fact, superintendent searches the school committee held director appointments and took emails and phone calls by Chairman Chris Cross said in a number of emails since superintendent school called an announcement departure last August that led the committee to establish a focus group. These ideas need to be formally shared. I think these Cullen will charge James Furry first after 5 years in the top job. Assistant Superintendent Scott Holcomb has expressed an interest for the position and supported Cullen and some committee members, but the district agreed to pursue a thorough search of the outcome. Communities request. Mansfield. It's been a dry summer in lawns and local gardens, and the fall could be even drier as the town further tightens its conservation measures. Foxfire police are considering an investigation of the robbery Monday at the Sharing Credit Union on Route 148 and released more surveillance photos of the suspect. Relevant. Some blackmen have contracted a company in the room moved mold for the town hall wall. Representatives from Inspector at Texas-based Petroleum Company will attend the Reopen Board of Celebrity meeting at 7 p.m. on Monday to answer pre-submitted questions concerning proposed gas line expansion project that will include construction of a commercial station in Reopen near the Seaclock-Edinburgh line. Edinburgh, a 7-year-old boy put on a pullout over the weekend and hospital has been released and recovered, police said Tuesday. Edinburgh will help with state-funded Bristol Community College to join the city of planning for a workforce connected to the development of construction and maintenance of offshore wind projects. Boston, Massachusetts police in Boston, Massachusetts were stumped with a woman from an airline and difficult named time in the United Kingdom called to report a car crash. The Boston Globe reports that the call came into the officer Mark McWilliams on Thursday. The woman tells McWilliams that she was traveling back from Barnstable to Rutherford when she saw the crash at Parapass McWilliams. Asked the woman where she was with us. Evercombe is on the northern coast of England, about 30 miles north of Barnstable. Boston, Massachusetts border attempted to check the celly with their completed bottles made. When I think tracks. Okay, take a look at New England alerts at 11:06 p.m. in Brockton, Massachusetts at 21 Market Street. A child was struck by a motor vehicle 3 hours ago. This evening at 8:06 at 8 o'clock. Peter Childers, now 11:06 on this Tuesday night, late Tuesday night, and it started off a traffic and transit report. Beep beep! Let's stop you on the MDA with a subway system is looking good on the commuter rail. Worcester train 5:37, 10:30 p.m. out was expected to operate 5:50 minutes behind between York Station, Worcester Union Stations, and on the Thursday out looking good. Take a look at highways and byways of New England. 95 on the northbound side is backed up with West Haven, New Haven. 95 on the southbound side back to New Haven, just to West Haven. 84 westbound side it is backed up from Hartford down at New Britain. 395 on the northbound side it is backed up around Route 16 in Webster. 495 on the northbound side slow after 290 up in Marlborough. 93 on the northbound side is slow after the Mass Park up to the Somerville. Mass Park on westbound side is slow from South Boston away. Also back to 128 southbound side it is backed up from Beverly down for Peabody. 495 on the northbound side back to Route 3 and low all the way up to Tewksbury. 495 on the northbound side it is backed up on a long stretch. And up in Northern New England, 295 on the southbound side, slow after the Falmouth Spur. Up in Portland, 295 on the eastbound side it is. On the northbound side, back to the Falmouth stretch. And I was on byways of New York State out. Looking good, New York State 3 eastbound side. Little so just before 390 in Henrietta, New York. And I was in byways of Pennsylvania, 878 on the eastbound side. It is backed up from Carlisle to Harrisburg. And 476 on the southbound side, little so after 78 out in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And 276 on the eastbound side is backed up around the transit stretch just around 295 and trend around the Philadelphia area. And the Jersey Turnpike southbound side is backed up just before the Delaware Bridge in Wilmington in southwestern New Jersey. Peter Childers, now 11:08 on this late Tuesday night, and it's time now for a weather report and latest on her troublesome car. It's 19.9, the north 56.7 to the west. Manhattan without 40 miles and moving west at 40 miles an hour. And latest public advisory shows NOAA Hurricane Hunter aircraft indicates that call has not strengthened and there are no close watch warnings affected. 11 p.m. latest turn time. The center of troublesome call was located in latitude 19.9 and the north latitude 56.7 to the west. Calls moving toward the west near 40 miles an hour and west northwest to the northwest motion. At a slightly faster forward speed is expected by Thursday. Master same was at near 40 miles an hour with our gusts. Some turning in this forecast during the next 4 hours. Troublesome forward speed is 1 down 40 miles at 220 kilometers from the center. Estimated minutes set pressures 1,006 millibars, 371 inches. And latest on Lisa, it is Tropical Storm Lisa, 17.1 at the north, 31.7 to the west. Maps attained was 45 miles an hour, moving northwest at 10 miles an hour. And Lisa moving northwest over the eastern Atlantic. There are no close watch warnings affected at 11 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. That center of Tropical Storm Lisa was located in latitude 17.1 in the north, latitude 31.7 to the west. Lisa is moving toward the northwest near 10 miles an hour, and it's still mostly expected to continue by Thursday. Maps attained winds are near 45 miles an hour, and for now, got some strengthening is forecast during the next 24 hours with steady weakening expected to begin by Thursday. Toss on force with at 10 hours with 125 miles from the center and its minimum temperature pressure 1,004 millibars at 65 inches. Alright, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Day 1 tonight, areas of fog expected late tonight in typical fog-prone locations. Fog may be locally dense with a visibility near 1/4 mile at times, and there'll be a low potential for areas of frost during early morning hours of Sunday and Monday. The best chance of the frost will be northwest and north-central Massachusetts. And special weather statement, areas of fog are overnight and early Wednesday morning, some of which may be locally dense. Light winds and partial clear for this evening and set the stage for areas of fog develop late tonight and early Wednesday morning. Some of the fog may become locally dense, especially along the south coast of Massachusetts, but on Cape Cod, the islands and interior valleys. The visibility will be reduced to 1/4 mile at times. Borders travel late tonight and early Wednesday morning should be driving extra caution and be prepared for rapidly changing visibility for the very short distance. The fog should quickly burn up by mid to late Wednesday morning. And I just stepped outside on my porch and saw the fog over the Sky Norton. Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. Tonight, areas of fog. Otherwise, forecast go about 59 degrees. Light southwest wind. Wednesday, south go about 84 degrees. Northwest about 3 to 7 miles per hour. Wednesday night, most coasts go about 53 degrees. Common for Thursday, sunny skies. How about 83 degrees? Common, Kevin, 5 miles in the afternoon. Thursday night, patch back up to 5 miles. Most coasts go about 58 degrees. Light southwest wind. Friday, slight change of showers and thunderstorms after 3 p.m. Patch back before 9 a.m. Most sunny go about 80 degrees. Just based on 20%. Friday night, change of showers. Patch back up to 5 a.m. Most coasts go about 35 degrees. Just based on 30%. Saturday, change of showers before 11 a.m. Patch back before 80 miles. Pot Saturday, most clues go how about 6 about 43 degrees, just based 30%. Sunday, Sunday, most clues go about 63 about 43 degrees. Monday, Sunday podcast go about 6 about 48 degrees and fun. Tuesday, most sides go about 78 degrees. Curly and not near its side. Foggy and misty night, and the temperature is 68 degrees with a humidity of 99%. That's gonna be it for the Peter Channel. 11 o'clock news and it's late. Tuesday night, September 20th, 2069 per second. Good night, and I'll see you tomorrow morning with more.